Welcome back, everyone. A Central Texas Foundation is working to fill a gap in children's medical care. They say there are more than 85,000 medically fragile kids across Texas, but no pediatric hospice facilities in the state designed just for them. The Abigail E. Keller Foundation is trying to change that, though, with plans for Abbey House that would be a first-of-its-kind palliative care and respite home right here in Central Texas. So joining us now to talk more about the mission and how you can help with that mission with an upcoming fundraiser is Alicia Lucan, the Foundation's Director of Development. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Avery.
So for folks who may not be familiar with that term medically fragile, talk about what that means for kids here in Central Texas.
Yeah, so the term medically fragile is a child that has been diagnosed with a life-limiting illness.
And talk about the impact that that has on not only that child, but their family as well.
Yeah, so as you can imagine, it is 24/7 care when you have a child that has been diagnosed with the life-limiting illness. These are children you can't just drop off with grandparents or neighbors or friends. They require 24/7 care. That's through the night, that's through the day. And so a lot of these families are exhausted, they feel unsupported. We were birthed out of a lot of lived experience in the families we've talked to. So we know the need and we're here to fill the gap.
Speaking of the start of the foundation, talk to us a little bit about the foundation's namesake.
Yeah, so Abigail E. Keller was a beautiful little girl. She was born in 2006. The foundation started in 2019 when she passed away. Her family, Melissa and Travis Keller, started the foundation in her honor. She was smiley, she was an inspiration, and she's still our inspiration. And there are many other children just like Abigail that need support, and that, you know, that it's tough on these families. And so that's how Abbey House was created and the foundation was created. We provide support for families that are dealing with a medically fragile child or have a medically fragile child through their journey and at end of life. And so we are there with our direct family programs. That's financial assistance, that's pediatric hospice boxes for when their families go into hospice. They just need that extra level of support. And then our pediatric birthday boxes for kids that are in hospice. Every birthday should be cherished with these children. And so we are just there to support, with our long-term vision being Abbey House, the first pediatric respite and hospice facility here in Texas.
So talk a little bit more about Abbey House. Why is having something like that so important for families who are going through this?
Yeah, so in Texas alone, there's 85,000 medically fragile children. In Central Texas, that number is over 7,000. So think about all the families that, you know, they're feeling lonely. They're not out in the open. They're often at home because a lot of these children can't travel, or it's difficult for them to leave their house. And so these families, they have family weddings, you know, they have to do laundry, they have other children. So an Abbey House would be a place that they can drop their child off with skilled care and support, and other people from the community there to help at Abbey House with volunteering. And there's nothing like it here in Texas. There's only 7 in the US. The UK has 52, and we are here to solve that and fill that gap.
Talk to me a little bit about why there is such a disparity there. Why do you think there is such a lack? And thank goodness you guys are stepping up to fill that. But why might that be?
Avery, that's a tough question. So a lot of people don't put pediatric and hospice in the same sentence. And we are here to make sure people feel like they know that that does happen, that these families need to be supported. And there's a big licensure load on the respite side too. So many of these states go and they change licenses. Nothing like this exists in the US. And so each state has to actively change their own licensure. So we are also working at the state level to make sure that we can have a facility that is a respite and hospice home here in Texas.
Tough conversations to have, but you guys are also hosting a gala to try to raise some funds for this. So if people are sitting at home hearing you talk about this and say, I want to get involved with that, how can they get involved?
Yeah, so our biggest event is Abbey Lights Up Coda. It's our 8th annual this year, and it is presented by Woolery Custom Fence and put on by our wonderful partners at Circuit of the Americas, William Chris and Philo. And it's just an evening, as you can see in those photos. It's fun. We will have a sparkling wine wall where you can try William Chris's new Rebecca Caroline wine. We'll have all sorts of activations. We honor our butterfly families there, so you can see little Oakley there in that photo. And we just make sure families feel supported by the community. We have about 600 attendees, and it's one of those events you don't want to miss. It's special to us. It's the 8th annual. Abby loved Coda. The cars, the vibrations, again, a lot of these families can't travel. So to her, that was her vacation. And so Coda got to know her really well. And so that's why Coda is a special place for us. But not only that, it's a fun place to have a party.
Yeah, it's so fun to get to bring those families together too, to get to meet one another and meet folks in the community. So real quickly, any details about if people want to purchase tickets to that gala, where should they go?
Yeah, so sponsorships are still open, tickets. We'll have a silent auction, live auction, and you can find all of this at aekellerfoundation.org.
Alicia, thank you so much for being here and for the work that the foundation's doing. We're excited to see some updated photos of a fun evening coming up in August.
Yes.